switch over to us over here and see what we get, okay? Let's see. All right, cool. Alrighty, well, here we go. So Marvin. Oh no, looks like I got them mixed up. That's a pretty easy swap. Oops. Five. Boom. All right, cool. No, wait. What happened here? Oops. Let's go ahead and make sure I get this correct before we do that, and then we'll swap everyone. Boom! There we go. All right, so Adam Gardner is on burn, whereas Marvin Lab on Death and Taxes. So we're going to go ahead and get a mulligan from our burn player here, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, Death and Taxes doesn't have a lot of tools. It's two primary tools that are going to be great in this matchup. I mean, we definitely want a Stoneforge Mystic, and any of the equipment is going to be very good. One of them is pro all of basically everything Adam does, which is Sword and Fire and Ice. And then we've got Umezawa's Jite, which has the ability to both clear the board and gain life. And then Batterskull, which is the overall probably best card to see if you're the Death and Taxes player, because it's a threat and it also gains you life, and a considerable amount of life at that, and is great on offense or defense. I mean, nothing needs to be said more about Batterskull. It is tried and tested, and as we saw in our last game, a lot of those matches were determined by Batterskull. And it looks like Adam Gardner is probably going to keep this 6. It's got a Wasteland in it. Oh, did I switch him again? Let's swap these. Let's see. Let's make sure that we've got... I can't really make out Adam Gardner's hand. Adam Gardner's definitely on burn. Or he's supposed to be on burn. Is this? Yeah, okay. Guess I got it right the first time. My apologies, folks. So Adam Gardner is on burn. He's going to lead with Fetchland into Grim Lavamancer. This is actually a very good start. Because the next burn spell is going to probably go to Marvin's face, and then whatever creature Marvin comes up with is going to get shocked by the Grim Lavamancer. So again, fairly good option here. I don't, if you don't have another 1-drop, obviously, I think it'd be kind of foolish to not go for it. But here we go. Marvin's contemplating his play here. I mean, he has to figure most of whatever he does is going to die. So we'll see how this works out. Probably... I mean, if he has it, he wants the swords here. If he doesn't, a Revoker would be the best card to play. But seems like Marvin has neither of those. So yeah, he's already contemplating how this is going to work out for him. Grim Lavamancer, a very strong play from his opponent across the table. So we'll see how this goes. Adam Gardner, meanwhile, on a keep of 7, but there's a lot of lands in that hand. It looks like he's got at least 2 lands. We're going to go ahead and sort the Grim Lavamancer now, putting Adam back to 20, which is an appropriate response. I think it draws enough hate, or value, I should say, because the problem is, like, that card is really just going to take over the table. Ooh, and a pass from Adam. His hand is very, very land heavy, actually. It looks like he's got 1, 2, 3, wow, 4 lands? Is that 4 lands? Is one of them a Barbarian Ring? It might be, actually. Yeah, oh, he's got 2 Barbarian Rings in this deck, so... Marvin is going to cast... ooh, this is a Recruiter of the Guard. It's probably going to get Stoneforge Mystic, is what I want to assume. But, let's see if... Marvin, who is 4-0 right now, let's see if Marvin has anything spicy in his deck. Actually, already, just looking at this, he's got no Batterskull, and he has Sword of Body in mind instead. That is spicy. That is super Yeah, wow. I would not have expected that whatsoever. I guess Sword of Body in mind, and he actually doesn't have Sword of War and Peace. What is happening? He has Sword of Body in mind and Sword of War and Peace. He gets a Stoneforge Mystic here, but Sword of Body in mind, Sword of War and Peace is kind of crazy to me. I guess when you're leaning kind of heavily on Mirror Crusader, like, both of those swords are ridiculous. But so is Sword of Sword of Fire and Ice. But, like, wow, those are really interesting choices to me. We would probably have to talk to him about it later if we ever get the chance. I would like to kind of go over that with him. And Adam has not fired off any burn spells here. I wonder what he's waiting for. Price of Progress looks to be really brutal here. to be honest. If it's in Adam's hand. But who knows at this point. Would have fired it off last turn. But I guess you can always count on Death and Taxes having more non-basics? I don't know. It's hard to say. Trying to figure it out. Yeah, I mean, he's got 4 Price of Progress, 4 Fire Blast, 2 Searing Blades. I mean, there's a lot of ways that he could have interacted with this draw and just did not get there. Yeah, alrighty. Well, post sideboard, I mean, Adam's going to have a lot of hate, but, I mean, we're going to have to see how this goes. Marvin looking to kind of steal game 1 on a mulligan here. And, yeah, Marvin has Sword of Fire and Ice. Or, I'm sorry, War and Peace, which is so ridiculous in this matchup. Like, if I were Adam, I'd be like, really? Is this actually going to happen to me? And, yes, Adam. Or Marvin. Adam, it is going to happen to you. So we're going to Chain Lightning that Stoneforge down. Acceptable. But Marvin is on an extremely healthy 20 life. So I am hard-pressed to see how Adam can kind of maneuver his way through and get to a victory here. Be very, very difficult. So let's see what happens. So let's see what happens over here. We get an untap. So we have another Chain Lightning. I think this one went to the face. Okay, so Chain Lightning will go to the face. And is it... I mean, it might actually be sword time pretty soon. Alright, we're going to take another 1 damage from this Recruiter. I mean, it's getting annoying, but it's not the end of the world yet. When it gets a sword, though, it's going to be the end of the world. Alright, so we just get an untap from Adam. Jeez, this is brutal. Alright, so we've got something that's not a land. Price of Progress. Alright, take 6, Marvin. Marvin goes to 11. Just going to main phase it. We're just going to make it happen. And Barbarian Ring. I mean, am I remembering this card right? Let's take a look. Nope, that's not working. Alright, I guess our other bot is down. Our magic bot is down now. Ooh, Fire Blast. Puts him to 7. Not quite enough yet. Barbarian Ring is happening. Chain Lightning. Ugh. I think I'd probably just Barbarian Ring this on equip, right? Let's see. I think it can hit creatures. Barbarian Ring. Deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Yeah. Okay. Looks like a Chain Lightning to the face. Puts Marvin at 4, which is, well, I mean, if he had it, he would have done it. But yeah, Marvin's under a bit of duress here. He could tap 2 mana. He could tap 2 mana to go ahead and equip, but I mean, Adam's just gonna hit it with the Barbarian Ring. So Adam's draw kind of saved him a little bit because he had a really explosive turn. So we're gonna hit the Barbarian Ring. Oh man! But we're just in response. We're just gonna sack and kill the... Yeah. Oh, man. This is getting crazy. What is this? Oh, it's Thalia. Oh, man. Wow. Okay. This is... Oh, do we have Steering Blaze? Please, this one time have Steering Blaze. Oh, my God. Lava Spike for... Oh, okay. Puts him down to 1. All right, which is not 0. All right, and then here Marvin comes. He's going to go ahead and equip his Thalia and attack. He's going to get 0 extra damage from it, but he will gain a considerable amount of life. So Sala gets in. Go ahead and we'll put Adam to 14 here. And then how much is Marvin gonna gain? Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. That's 6 cards? Jeez. Marvin goes to 7. Oh, this game is probably not winnable. Yeah. Wow, that was a quick turnaround from being very close to losing on the spot. And that's, I mean, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but that's Legacy. That's kind of what we have to deal with. That's what we're working with. And moving into these sideboards, we're going to see a much different kind of match, hopefully. But each individual card being as powerful as they are, as we've been reiterating throughout the stream, you know, like we see these turnarounds quite often. So on Adam's side, I want to see Sulfur Elemental, definitely. I love seeing Sulfur Elemental. I don't mind Skullcrack. I don't mind Steering Blaze. I don't mind Smash the Smithereens. Those are all cards I would like to see. Do we have room for them is the question. Lava Spike's kind of embarrassing here. Rift Bolt's also a little bit not, I wouldn't say embarrassing, but it's not very good. On the play, you might want those, but I think moving ahead, maybe hopefully to a game 3, like we want to rethink maybe how effective those cards are in this matchup. Now, as for our, I guess just kind of go over the sideboards. We've got 2 red elemental blasts, a sulfur elemental, two skullcrack, 2 searing blaze, 1 pyroclasm, 3 smash to smithereens, and 4 exquisite firecraft for our burn player. And I just listed the ones that I think would come in. That I would imagine coming in at least. And then for our Death and Taxes player, we've got 2 Path to Exile, 1 Batterskull, 2 Council's Judgment, 1 Pithing Needle, 2 Gideon, ally of Zendikar, 2 Rest in Peace, 2 Aethersworn Canonist, 2 Fairy Macabre, and then 1 Containment Priest. Now, these are all these are all a little bit difficult to navigate. Like, I think we want Batterskull. That's without a doubt we want Batterskull. Pithing Needle I don't think it hits anything in this deck. Besides, yeah, no, you can't Pithing Needle anything in this deck, really. Except for Grim Lavamancer, which there's only 2 in Adam's deck, but you can't know that as a Death and Taxes player. So maybe Pithing Needle. There's Council's Judgment, Aethersworn Canonist, maybe? Limit them to 1 burn spell a turn, but it's... There's potential for that. I think the Death and Taxes player is already kind of set up main deck to already beat this deck. But getting a Batterskull and replacing the Sword of Body and Mind is probably where he wants to be, and then maybe the Path to Exile because he's on the draw here and he just wants to kind of make sure that Adam doesn't really, get off to a fast start with like Goblin Guides or Monastery Swift Spears. I think that's, just looking over at Adam's deck, there's not really a whole lot of technology in it besides the Barbarian Rings, which I think are great. I actually think that's a very, very good, smart choice. But beyond that, there's not a whole lot. Let us take a look again over here. All right, everything's kind of going as planned, I guess. And then Adam is looking at his opener. It's got, it's lands and spells. We don't mind that, but he was flooded last game, so let's see. Do we have Rift Bolt suspended? All right, no, that's acceptable. That's definitely a good place to start. It turns off a turn 1 Mom for sure. We're going to Rift Bolt Marvin to the face here. Again, just a really efficient use of our mana on turn 1. And again, like I said, on the play, like Spike and Rift Bolt are better, but on the draw they're slightly worse. And not really by that much, just slightly. So let's take a look. We got another Rift Bolt off of a Barbarian Ring. I think he had to take 1 life to do that. Pretty sure it's just like the Cephalid Coliseum, right? Yeah, it is like Cephalid Coliseum. All right, so we got that and a Lava Spike. Okay, so these, this is a lot of burn right away. Marvin's going to have to figure out what he wants to do. If he plays, let's see, that's a Plains. If he plays like Stoneforge Mystic here, there's a reasonable, it's reasonable that that this spike will still just go to the head. Oh, and we're going to hit the Barbarian Ring and not have a play and just take this Rift Bolt to the head? Oh, boy. Okay. Take the Rift Bolt to the face. Go to 11. I mean, losing a land is pretty severe. Is like a severe downside for Adam right now, but... Oh, he drew his Goblin Guide. Oh, man, we're going to see the top card. It's a Plains. We're going to draw that, and then we're going to go ahead and path. Oh, Swords. I'm sorry. I meant Swords. All right, so Adam goes to 21 here. Martin gains a card, draws, and also, gets rid of a threat. So let's see where he goes from here. This is really interesting. All right, so Plains. We're gonna go with 1-drop, 1-drop. Pithing Needle. What do you name here? This is extremely interesting. Oh, it looks like we got a name. Okay, cool. I'll probably have to double check with our commentators and see what that is, or with my judges on the floor. Can't really read that text from here, and unfortunately I cannot listen in on my something's wrong with some of our audio equipment. Can't really listen in on our guys at the feature match at the moment. But we've got a Caracas now. Let's see what we got working with here. Adam just passes the turn. Looks like he has a Chain Lightning. I wonder why he didn't fire that off. I don't know what that is. It looks like a Chain Lightning, but it could be anything. It could even be a Lightning Bolt, really. 3 mana. Ooh, it's going to be Mirror Crusader. And it looks like Marvin got him and actually named Bloodstained Mire. Holy crud. That is big game, actually. He named Bloodstained Mire. And so now Adam cannot sacrifice it to get a land. That is a little cheeky to me, but I mean it's better than nothing. And you know, now that he's starting to miss land drops, yeah, this is very rough. Mirror Crusader, however, going to do a pretty good work here. Cavern of Souls comes down, most likely naming humans. And I mean, let's see where this goes from here, because stuck on one land like this is going to allow Marvin to really pull back into the game. He does not have a sword, but he is going to crack for 4. Adam will take it. Goes to 17. Oh boy. So does Adam have another lightning bolt? Maybe he has another lightning bolt. Wow. 4 mana. What the heck? Is this like a Gideon? What is he gonna cast? I mean, we'll have to see at this point. I mean, clearly, I don't mean to sound redundant, but it is what it is. All right. So Marvin over here, kind of like debating the efficacy of certain plays. Has Stoneforge Mystic, super strong actually. Very, 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 very good in this position. It's gonna get sort of. It's gonna get GT. Oh, GT's great too. Doesn't. Oh, I guess he's low on cards, so again, so the sword is gonna gain a little bit less life. And it looks like Adam. If Adam puts Marvin to 5 here with the lightning bolt, there's not really a good combination of cards. All right, cool. We found a land. So we've got Price of Progress up, and Adam and Marvin is at 8. Oh man, there's like actually not enough cards that make up this difference. Oh man. And actually naming Bloodstained off this Pioneer Needle is so cheeky. I can't believe it. All right, so Adam's as he should. He's rightly fearing the GT here. He's gonna probably bolt the Mirror Crusader in response to equips. Actually, not even responsible, because I think he's just gonna put it on there. That's fine. Let him go into combat, and then yeah, that way no one gets GT triggers. All right, so we're gonna kill this. We're gonna go ahead and Price of Progress. Take 4. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Smash to Smithereens. Okay, so anyways, my apologies. I thought that was Price of Progress. So 4, 5, go to 12. Okay, looks like a Smash to Smithereens did some work there, but it's still not enough. And Marvin is at 6, but it doesn't look like Adam has enough damage quite yet. All right, let's see what happens here. Marvin's got quite a few cards in his hand. He's going to play another Cavern Souls. My presumption is it's also going to name humans. It might name Bird. Might even name Oh gosh. That is ridiculous. That is that's big game. If Marvin connects with this Mirror Crusader, that is it. And this one you cannot bolt mid-combat, so this Stoneforge Mystic is actually going to pick it up. No, what do you... Wait, whoa. Oh, is he going to go to the face? Oh, he's going to Lightning Bolt in response to what, though? Oh, wait, what? Isn't Marvin at 5? Oh my goodness, this is crazy. So now we're just going to get a Flicker Wisp into play. Right? Oh, wow. Okay, so Adam, interesting. Was there like some measure of life gain that we did not see? I think if I'm Marvin, yeah, I don't mind like deploying here and just... I cannot imagine there was some damage that we missed. Like, all of those 3s just went to the head. I think he just missed it. And maybe Marvin is here confirming life totals. I will get my floor judge on it very quickly, guys. All right, so Price of Progress is going to deal 4 to Marvin. Should put him to 1 here. And then Adam takes 2. That is definitely Price of Progress, right? Oh, no, he's going to... What the heck? How is Marvin not dead? I'm going to go confirm life totals right now because he should be dead to that Price of Progress. Yeah, that was 6 to Marvin, so he should be dead, but he's not dead, so clearly there's a discrepancy in the life totals. I am getting confirmation right now.
Burn at 12, other player at 1.
Okay. So this is now correct. 112. Okay, so there was a life total discrepancy. He was at 7. Marvin was at 7, which is why the double bolt did not kill. And he swords his okay, yeah. All right, so one burn spell off the top, lightning bolt. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That was really weird, guys. I guess yeah, he had to swords himself to not die there. That's what happened. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. Cool beans. So we're here over. We're going into game 3, and that was that's burn. Not the absolute most resilient deck in Legacy, but it's still very good. One of the best cards in it, obviously, is Eidolon of the Great Revel, which is a somewhat recent addition to the deck, but it's been pretty crazy. Oh, okay. Looks like, thank you for correcting me on there, Mr. R. Jorgensen. Yeah, he was at 5, so the double lightning bolt was definitely dead. Oh, well. So, pretty interesting maneuvering on Marvin's part. What are you going to do, though? Good thing he kept that swords, though, is what happened. But, yep, could not beat the top of the deck. Let's see where we're at right now. I think moving into game 3, there's probably not any other sideboard options. Yeah, there's nothing I can think of that you would want to like rearrange whether on the player draw. If I were in Adam's position, I really don't like Lava Spike. I think the flexibility of being able to hit creatures is something that you need in this particular matchup because so many creatures are like kill on sight for death and taxes. Like definitely Thalia, definitely Mother of Runes. You probably want to get either of the flyers, but Mirror Crusader is also reasonable. Sanctum Prelate, I don't know if like, I mean, I guess Riftbolt gets around it, but yeah. So let's go ahead and go lead with Aether Vial here for Marvin Lav, I should say. Oh, we see a Swift Spear for 1. Nice. This is the first time. Kind of exciting. All right, so there's a lot to be said about whether or not this Swift Spear is going to do a lot of work because depending on the texture of his hand, Adam could be like blowing up guys and still getting in for a good amount of damage. But it looks like he's got a bunch of lands. It's hard to tell because of the way the foiling works. A lot of these cards seem to be from the Fire and Lightning pre-con deck. So a lot of them have all of them have similar foiling, but B, just the way that they look is just similar in general. They're all red. They're all red, and they have like this gold hue to them for the most part, except for like Chain Lightning, Lightning Bolt, or like silver. Let's see. So Marvin facing down a Monastery Swift Spear in the early turns, but he's not under a lot of pressure, obviously, but he's looking to pass and maybe like try to get rid of this Monastery Swift Spear in response to a spell. So there's definitely a spike happening. 16. And if we were going to see Swords to Plowshares, we would... Oh, I guess not. I guess we'll see it right now. Oh, we're getting a Path to Exile. Interesting. Okay. So we're getting a Path to Exile. We're going to put a basic mountain into play, and we're going to shuffle our library. And I think it's probably just going to pass over to Marvin's turn. Putting a Mother of Runes into play, that card is very good. And then we're going to Lightning Bolt it. All right. We're gonna see an uptick on this Aether Vial, and Adam's now down to 3 cards in hand. I think that is super unfortunate. The Mother Rooms is problematic, but I think I think the Mother Rooms is kill on sight. Unfortunately, And then Marvin, he's probably going to slam land into Mirror Crusader here, or just keep up Thalia. I would play Thalia, I'm pretty sure. Cavern of Souls, naming human is my presumption. Same as last time. Just keep it. Yeah, we kept them. Sweet. Mirror Crusader, Recruiter of the Guard. All right, this is going to get a Stoneforge Mystic if he doesn't have one in hand already. It'd be kind of silly if he didn't already have Stoneforge Mystic in hand. Okay, Stoneforge Mystic. Interesting note: if Marvin did grab Containment Priest out of the sideboard, his Cavern of Souls could technically name Artificer, because then you could cast the white portion of Stoneforge Mystic and Aethersworn Canonist off both, because they are the same creature type. Well, subtype, I suppose. Secondary type? I think that's what it's called. I don't know anymore. It's a lot of terms. Adam is land flooded. He's got a lot of lands. And with a Stoneforge waiting in the wings, I think he's gonna have to figure it out. Although he has a Fire Blast, this could go end pretty quickly. But Aether Vial, a very tricky magic card. He thought he had one turn. Oh, is that Thalia? Brutal. That is really good. He's gonna leave the Aether Vial on 2. Thalia is in play now, though. We've also got Wasteland on Marvin's side, so he's gonna be able to. I mean, nothing yet. Probably nothing, to be honest. Looks like our 2 creatures getting in for 3. We're gonna go ahead and bolt the Thalia. Get in for 1 instead. Move to 19. I think Thalia is definitely very, very, very tough to beat when you have Fire Blast in hand. And it looks like Marvin is probably just gonna pass the turn. Wasteland, surprisingly relevant here. Oops. Oh, it's a human. Sorry about that. My apologies. I totally thought Canonist was an Artificer. I've seen that before somewhere. My apologies. Now, back to the match, though. So, Stoneforge Mystic comes into play off of the Aether Vial. We're going to get Jite, which is, I mean, is an all-star choice. Then on Adam's, I mean, with this many cards in hand, I mean, one of them being a Fire Blast is fine, but I still don't see. And as I was mentioning earlier, Wasteland's actually kind of insurance against Price of Progress here, because Marvin can get rid of Wasteland with 2 of his non-basics with 1 Wasteland. So, kind of interesting. I've definitely seen that done by Delver players. I've done it myself while playing Sanctioned Magic as well. But there's it's a thin line. You don't want to ride it. So we'll see how this goes. 2 of our colorless are going to tap to do what? Play the GTA now. And we're going to equip it to Stoneforge Mystic? Interesting. Alright, so Adam going to go ahead and untap and see. Let's see what he gets. I mean, he doesn't want to crack his fetch land. It signals to me he probably has, like, Searing Blaze or something of that nature. But the problem is like, he can't. So we're going to get this Swiss Spear into play first, which is great. But it's going to get gunned down by this Jite next turn, it feels like. We'll see how it goes, though. We're going to Chain Lightning. No? Chain Lightning? We're going to Fire Blast? Oh, Fire Blast float 1. Okay, cool. Fire Blast float 1. Put Marvin to 12. Excuse me. So we're floating 1. We got 1 Prowess trigger. It's like Barbarian Ring. Like, play Barbarian Ring, crack it, hit the Stoneforge Mystic, still have, like, Chain Lightning? Yeah, Adam really, yeah, so with the 1 left over, we're going to Chain Lightning. And this is a 3-power Monastery Swiss Spear. And then we do have a Barbarian Ring, so we're going to have a little bit of protection from this Jite, at least in the interim. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Is he going to tick up on this Aether Vial? I think that's what he's considering. If he ticks up on this Aether Vial, he represents Flicker Wisp, which is really good here. Resetting your recruiter, maybe find another Flicker Wisp, and then ad nauseum, or not ad nauseum, ad infinitum. Except obviously the totals that are in their deck. But this Barbarian Ring is actually staving off Marvin a little bit here. He's gonna move for an equip, and we're fine with the equip. Go, move to combat. And now we're gonna hit it with Barbarian Ring. Holy smoke! And Adam or Marvin's on 2 cards. Huh. I wonder. This kid. As it usually is with Burn, this could end in a flurry. So let's see. Marvin isn't. No creatures is obviously kind of telling, but it depends on what's on his hand. Like, maybe he has a flash creature here. Maybe it's a Thalia. Maybe it's a Revoker. Revoker would be not terrible either. So we just have to. Feels like. Wait, what? Oh, he fetches and puts an Eidolon into play. Well, hello. So he's going to go down to 18, which is, I mean, it's not insignificant, but it's not going to matter too much here. He does not attack with the Swift Spear? Oh, boy. Doesn't attack with the Swift Spear. What could he be afraid of with the Vial? I'm reading that it's at 3, so we'll see how that develops here, but I don't... So Marvin looking at his lands, yeah, he's splitting it up. It looks like at least one of these cards is going to be a Stoneforge Mystic. At least I wouldn't be surprised if it was. To be honest with you guys, this Barbarian Ring has been very good. But all the games that we've seen it's put in a lot of work. So the Stoneforge Mystic is coming down. It's going to get sort of War and Peace is my inclination. So Marvin's going to take 2 though, goes to 7, and so he can't cheat this sword into play. Oh my gosh, what is going to happen next turn? This is pretty exciting stuff. I mean, again, the Vial reads 3 to me. Oh no, that's 2. No, it's 3. It's 3. The Vial reads 3, and let's see. Oh, the GTA's in play. Wait, what? No, the GTA's in play. What is going on here? Isn't it? Am I tripping? No, the GTA's already in play. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's like, what is happening? Okay. All right, so we figured it out. Nothing super crazy. But did we draw removal? Don't tell me. We drew the Chain Lightning. Are you serious? Wow, that's a great top deck. All right, and we're going to get in for 4 here. Oh my gosh, putting Adam to 3? Oh man, any spell he plays is, oh gosh. Leaves the Vial. Draws. It's a land. Does he just have Stone Cold Nothing? Wow! What just happened? Adam, what the heck just happened? Well, Adam goes to 2-1 against his Death and Taxes opponent, who had Jitte and Sword of War and Peace. War and Peace wasn't online yet, but holy crap. That was an insane Chain Lightning. The Chain Lightning was the game decider, for sure. That was exceptional. That was exceptional. Very, very good. Oh, he brought in the Pyroclasms, huh? Interesting. I guess that's not bad. Your own Swift Spear lives through it, but nothing else. Sulfur Elemental, obviously a great board in. So, all right. So Adam Gardner moves on to 4-1 versus Marvin Lav, also at 4-1 now. So we've got we've got a pretty interesting lead into the top 8 here. I mean, we've got 2 undefeated.